So when you see people, you see the people with orange badges, that means that they're general admission. They are gamers. People with translucent badges are media or industry or exhibitors. That's how you can tell who's better than everyone else and who's not. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Jeez. Don't revoke my E3 pass. It's weird because the Bethesda booth has nothing that I'm really interested in. Or of course in West Hall again. This is the first year. Bethesda usually has something because I love Fallout, I love Elder Scrolls, you know, but my god, Fallout 76 just kind of ruined everything a little bit. It's pretty weird. I'm crowd weaving right now, if you can't tell. I'm doing a pretty good job. I'm used to it because I go to Disney all the time, but no one else knows how to crowd weave. This is what I want to try. I already did Luigi's Mansion. I wonder if the line is still open and how long. It's probably like a 3-hour line. There's less than 3 hours left of the show, so it's 4:35, so there's 2.5 hours left. It ends at 7. Pokemon is capped for the day. That's okay. I can come back tomorrow. They said to come back at 6:30-ish and see. That's like 30 minutes before the show ends, so we can do that. West Hall. Let's look at West Hall. What do they have to offer? What is it like? What is it like to be here? Well, let me just show you. This is what it's like walking around. There's people everywhere. I don't think people understand how crowded E3 is. I mean, this year though, it feels less crowded than the previous years. There's always just stuff happening. There's a literal live stream happening there. You know, there's people just everywhere. It's everywhere. So many booths and stuff happening. It's kind of hard to take it all in. It's hard to capture it all. I need like a really ultra wide angle lens for this because it's really kind of difficult. I wonder, I could try something. Let me try something here. So I have an LG V20. This is my old phone that I don't use anymore. However, it has an ultra wide angle lens on it that I can use for video. So this is what I'm going to use when I'm walking through, so you can kind of see everything much better. It's much easier to see everything. So let's just take a look. Let's take a look. In the beginning, over here, there's a bunch of like just dumb things over here, like little small booths. They're kind of interesting. Like there's interesting stuff, but this is all really small stuff, really from really small industries and organizations and stuff. Of course, over here, that's the esports stage behind there. You can see, and of course we have this thing. Very cool. I sat in this. So of course you got that iron throne of keyboards over there. You can barely see it right like there. Also, this is what I normally record on here. There's just a bunch of emptiness there. There's a big bin. I don't know exactly what that is, but we can certainly find out now, can't we? It looks like it's walled off though. It might be like meeting rooms and stuff. Of course, right here, there is a free sample of something. I just switched the camera on my phone because it's easier. This drink, very interesting. That's why the quality is lower, because I'm on my phone. But this drink is very good, actually. Delicious! And then from there, we have this giant A, which is in front of the esports zone. I don't really know. Sub Nation, I guess, is what this is. It's a very nice A, I will say. A! It's pretty cool. Sub Nation is what it is. I don't know what exactly that is, though. What is Sub Nation? I'm not quite sure. But it's right in front of the esports stage. Very nice looking. And then past the A, of course, there's a G Fuel station here. I mean, it's really, this side of it is really kind of boring. That's the esports stage. And of course, over here, we have the Unreal Garden, which is pretty interesting. This is interesting, like a light gun type thing. And of course, as we walk through all these people, Nintendo is right there behind us. You can see, or not behind us, in front of us. Here's Bionic. I'm not quite sure what they have here. Bionic has some controller charging devices, interesting, and a very unique roof. Look at that. And then, of course, Nintendo. You can't go wrong with Nintendo, but they really don't have much going on. It's just lines, like a bunch of stations where you can just play video games, and a giant screen showing certain things. That's basically, and then, of course, Luigi's Mansion is around the corner, and that's a whole experience. It's really cool, but Nintendo, it doesn't really have much this year. It was like this last year also. The year before that was Mario Odyssey, and they had a whole new Donk City thing set up, which was really cool, but this year it's just pretty bland. What else? Nintendo. Yeah, this is what it's like to walk through E3. This is a pretty good representation, I think. There's Luigi's Mansion. That was really cool on the inside there. Nintendo Switch. Here's Oculus. Oculus might be interesting. Oculus has these interesting spinning displays here. They don't really show up that well on the camera, but it's pretty cool looking. Pretty interesting looking. They even have a whole Beat Saber demo going on here, which is pretty interesting. This is a photo op here with a bunch of screens and stuff. Pretty cool. I really like the look of this room with the neon lights. Very nice. And Nintendo has like a whole media area next to their booth. It's pretty nice, pretty interesting. There's a bunch of small random booths like this that sell like weird third-party accessories. Like this is just a grip for your Nintendo Switch. It looks uncomfortable to use, honestly. I don't know why people like to buy things like that. It's kind of weird. Seems like the most gimmicky thing of all time, but you know. What's interesting is this LA Convention Center trash can separates trash and recycling. However, if you look inside the trash can, there's no separation between the trash and recycling. You literally... It's like it's all the same thing. That's pretty strange. I don't know what the deal is with that. That's pretty weird. This right here is Indiecade, and I'm using this camera because it's just so much happening that it's hard to take it all in without a wide-angle lens. There's just a bunch of indie games being shown off here. It's pretty darn interesting, I will say. Pretty darn interesting. Indie games are really hit or miss. Sometimes they're amazing, sometimes they're just terrible. You never really know. This is an interesting PC right here. Look at that. Ooh, very nice. But yeah, in terms of like E3, it's basically becoming VidCon. Like, why is there a Verizon booth here? Why does that... Who cares? Verizon? AR gameplay? What? What does that have to do with Verizon? 5G gaming? 5G doesn't exist yet. Make it exist. Come build with us. See, what's interesting, they're going on and on about 5G gaming, but it's already like, on my 4G plan, there's a data cap. They call it unlimited data, but once you reach like 20 gigabytes per month, they throttle it down, like way hard. And there's no option to pay extra for a truly unlimited plan, where there's no speed throttle at all. Every single carrier has that. There's no carrier that has a truly unlimited plan where there's no throttle once you reach a certain amount of data used. If Verizon could do that, I would understand maybe like 5G gaming being a thing, but you know, it's not going to be a thing if that's there, because it's going to be throttled after playing one game. 20 gigabytes a month? Get out of here with that. It's 2019. Here's GameSpot doing something on stage here. That's pretty much it for West Hall. I mean, there's not much going on. South Hall is a little bit better. Let's go back there for like the 5th time we've switched halls today. A lot of walking, but hey, it's good for you. It's good exercise. Really quick though, on the way out, there's another booth. I have not been here yet, the Legion booth. They have this extremely ultra-wide monitor. Look at this, it's curved. That is cool. I want this. I bet it costs like $3 million. Isn't this one of PewDiePie's sponsors? Look at this. That's really cool. I like the look of this system a lot. Oh my gosh. Very neat looking. Very, very cool looking, actually. Jeez. Here's another one of the ultra-wide, just for reference here. This is my head. That's a monitor. I want that. I want 3 of those surrounding my head. I want it wrapped around my head like a circle. Of course, there's always stuff like this at E3. Mario and Sonic Olympic Games. Here's your Olympic Games that are occurring right here. So when you see the people with orange badges, that means that they're general admission. They are gamers. People with translucent badges are media or industry or exhibitors. That's how you can tell who's better than everyone else and who's not. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Jeez. Don't revoke my E3 pass. So I want to talk about the Dying Light 2 demonstration that I saw earlier today up there in the meeting rooms. That was really cool. That game looked awesome, first of all. They showed us a 45-minute video of gameplay of the game, and it looked really nice. Not only was there that, but there was also a full-service bar in the waiting room where you waited to go into the demo that served alcohol. And it was all free. It was all free. It was awesome. I did not have any alcohol because I didn't know that they had that. I just got a Coke, but it was a delicious Coke, and it was awesome. Kind of cool. To go to little things like that as media, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. I've never done that kind of stuff before, really, so it's nice. It's nice to be able to do that kind of stuff. This is definitely a first for me, coming here as this. It's pretty interesting. These banners just go on, and they like never end. They never end down there. It's kind of wacky. Mayhem. I think mayhem may be coming. I don't know about you. That's just what I can infer from this. Here's an Easter egg for you. In the middle of this hallway, there's this weird art piece that's modern art. This is two people. One of them, why does one of them have a circle on their pee-pee? But it looks like an E3 nonetheless. I wonder if that is on purpose or if I'm just being stupid. We made it to the Valve booth here at E3. Oh, they haven't made a game in like 7 years other than one card game that everyone hates. Oh my god. That's a funny joke, guys. See, the joke is that Valve hasn't made a game, and they're not actually here, but that word says Valve. So like, it would be funny, like it was funny, because like I showed the word Valve and I tricked you all. You see what I'm saying? Hello everyone! Pardon this interruption in the video, but you should check out my sponsor for today, which is my Patreon! It's free if you pay for it first. Look guys, you don't need me to tell you, alright? But I don't know if you know this, but I'm homeless. I'm homeless, alright? I live at Walmart. I'm at Walmart right now. So if you want to help out on the Patreon, that'd be awesome. I'm just kidding, I do it by choice, but hey, every little bit of support helps fund my adventures, fund my journeys and everything, allows me to afford equipment such as this giant ass battery that weighs 130 pounds that I need to power all my equipment, and the solar panels that I use to charge this up. It all helps with all that stuff. So if you are interested in supporting the channel, please go check out my Patreon. There's a link in the description down below. Hey, there's a 1 or 2 patrons right now. I think there's 2, maybe, and they're on your screen right now. So thank you to those people. Amazing. Thank you so much. Really, none of it would be possible without your help, so thank you. I do appreciate it. If you'd like to join them, links in the description down below. Every little bit helps so much. Thank you guys. I love you all. Also, my social media is in the description down below. Instagram and Twitter. Please go follow both of those. Thank you so much. Goodbye.